Hello, dear friends. I'm just waiting for you all to join. So, my dear friends, this is Wild Slide series, Lounge Section, and this is the third episode of Lounge Section. And I'm very happy, delighted, and really looking forward to this episode and to invite my very dear friends all the way from Moscow, Russia, Lalitya and Ravi. They are musician couple and they have a band together. They have been doing music for long times. To say now safely that they are really the one whom we can look forward to listening any time of the day, any time of the year, anytime, anywhere. They are so juicy in their music and so vibrant in their expression of music, and they bring a lot of qualities of meditation, silence with them, and a typical Osho quality, I would say, is in their music, and you would soon know when they will sing for us tonight. And I had a great fortune to play with them 2 years back in Russia when I was invited to play in Osho Festival in Russia, in St. Petersburg. We did this Osho Festival together. We did all the live music for that. And then they invited me to Moscow. And I played music there also with them and stayed with them. And I had a lovely time with them, seeing Moscow with them. It was real fun, and they would know it, what I'm talking about. So I would now simply invite them without much further.
Well, hi.
Hey.
Hey, Lalitya and Ravi, so nice to see you.
Yes.
Yes, very nice to see you.
Do you hear us?
Yes, you are very loud and clear, visible, audio,
Great.
video, all. You are looking so nice,
Thank
bright,
you.
almost enlightened, I would say. Because you're so full of light.
Yes, we have
Blazing light.
professional light.
Very
Professional light, very professional.
Yes. Thank you for this very touching words that you said about us.
It was very sincere. Was I could have said more, but the time is, and we can do it another time in this episode also, when we go further with this. And I'm seeing a lot of people are joining, so I'm just sending them hi. Surbala is also here.
Oh,
So-
hi, Surbala.
Hi, Surbala. Long time no see. No?
Hi, everybody. Yes, hello.
Yes. I'm extremely delighted to see again you with you all and both, and looking forward to hear music from you and maybe join in some of your songs. So I would start with Lalitya, let's say. So how it all started, Lalitya, for you, the music,
Hmm. So the music started with me since my birth. I think, I mean,
childhood.
birthday. My parents are musicians, and I listen every day. I listen to a lot of, I mean, music were everywhere. My
Yeah.
father was a composer, so he played
Wow.
every time, and they told me that I was a very talented child. So I sang since I remember myself, and I had some um, concerts everywhere, and I had medals. I mean,
Wow.
yeah. So my parents wanted me to sing, and I sang very well. But then, maybe around 10 years, when I was 10 years old, my father told me, "Stop with music. I think that it's enough with musician in our family, and just go in school and learn Chinese." He decided.
Oh,
Yeah. So for 10 years, I was studying Chinese, and he wanted me to be a professional, like,
Interpreter.
yeah. So
wow.
I should save our country, and to make this relationship with China become
Uh-huh.
better. So this was his idea. But no, since 16 years I started seeing everywhere. Yes. And now I have this opportunity to sing Osho songs since maybe 7 years. I met this world, and I noticed that my voice become different. Like, yes, from when you sing from the heart, it's very different.
Definitely. I
Yeah.
totally agree. I can see, I have been watching you guys play live because I was also there with you many times, and also in your videos and other music stuff that I hear. It says it all. And and that's what I'm saying. The quality that is brought out when sannyasins or people who meditate, let's say,
Mm.
or in some way connected with their own self, let us say, even if we don't use the word spiritual, that quality is so beautifully reflected in whatever they do. Even if they're doing some percussion like it will show in some way or the other. So, and Ravi, I'm curious about your story too, because we didn't talk much about it when we were together in Russia.
Yeah, well, my family was not professionally musical, and my parents are teachers in university, and my grandmother was also a teacher from both sides, mother and father. Parents are, because they were
Uh-huh.
teachers, and so I
Uh-huh.
was in the amongst books. Books. I grew up in with books mostly, you know? But
Uh-huh.
but everybody was singing. My mother played piano, and my grandmother wanted to, because they come from very poor family, from very simple family. Russia, you know, probably people know that the aristocrats of Russia were mostly killed or thrown out of the country in the beginning of 20th century. So we are, I mean, Lalitya is a bit different, but I'm from the dirt of really very simple people, and but they wanted to get education, and they had an idea, like my grandmother wanted to give my mother aristocratic education. So we had
Yeah.
not a huge flat, but we had a grand piano, you know. So I grew up
Oh.
with a grand piano. I could sleep on it, you know. My
Me too.
Yes. So, and then my mother could play piano pretty good, and I started to learn piano when I was 6 years old. So we were
Mm.
singing, and there was every weekend there was singing, and classical music. I grew up in Minsk. It's a white Russia or Belarus. It's a
Mm.
relatively big town with a big variety of theater or music stuff. So I went to listen to classical music quite a lot. But then I found out about Beatles and Western pop music, and it became
Uh-huh.
a big revelation for me. And then Russian rock and roll, underground music,
Uh-huh.
and that was another big thing. And then when I met Osho World, for me was a dilemma how to combine this kind of
Yeah.
fragile and sensitive and heartful with a kind of punkish attitude, you know,
Yes.
so with the screaming and throwing out aggression in music. And when I went to see Metallica, it's a heavy metal band, in American band
Yes, yes.
in Munich, and then when I could see that 40,000 people scream hate, 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 I thought, my God, these people, they can survive without dynamic only going to Metallica concerts, you know?
Metallica dynamic.
Yes, because they allow people to throw out aggression in a very controlled environment, which is a great thing, you know. But then after a while, I could see that rock and roll should not be, is not actually in conflict with being sensitive. And
Hmm.
yeah, so that was the biggest lesson actually that I learned in Pune when I was there in the
Hmm.
communes playing music.
Hmm.
Yes.
This is a story with almost all musicians because when we came to Osho's world, from our musical backgrounds, we were doing something in our musical field, and then suddenly we come here, and then we see the music different, little bit different music happening here, and we musically kind of there's a phase for everybody where we have to blend in. We have to
Yeah.
find a way how to blend in with this kind of music, which
Yes.
is more about heart, which is more about inner truths, let's say, or inner path, the journey, stories about inner journeys, let's say. So we took our times in those years but then we blended, and and I can now say and see how beautifully we did it, however we did it. Now doing we are using our musical capacities with the sensitivities of our spiritual growth, let us say, however we did it.
Yes, but it's not just that, because I mean there are lots of communities of different spiritual kinds, and there is music there too. You know, it's like there is now Muji scene, and there is a
Yeah.
Kundalini yoga, and many other
Hatha
scenes.
yoga.
Yeah, but like if you take Kundalini yoga, which is quite big with mantra singers and everything,
Yes.
it's quite the quality is there is good and nice, but it's quite like one dimensional, you know. And the
Yes.
Osho world is quite eclectic. Why I
Yes.
loved it so much because of its mixture of jazz and fusion
Yes.
and Indian style, and everything was in there.
And
So and
Sufi also,
Sufi as an African and reggae. So
African, Gurdjieff, so many things were
yes.
there.
So you know, when I came to Pune once, I there was low season, no musicians left. When
Hmm.
on the day I arrived, the last bass player Ananda from Switzerland was leaving. So they said,
Hmm.
now you're gonna be the bass player. And the first night that I had to play bass, I had to play some African line. And I thought, my dear Lord, you know, I never listened to African music, you know. So I had
Yeah.
to adjust very quickly and learn, and it was really
Yes.
an exercise in awareness and being open and learn.
Yes.
So that makes the Osho music world so special because of all these
Yes.
different elements.
Yes, inside
Definitely.
of this music, the heart is.
Yes, yes, yes. And when I also came to Pune first time and I started playing in White Robe music and other events, uh, I was just coming from classical background. I had
Yeah.
not much training, knowledge or training. I mean, I heard a lot of pop music or something, but not real training or real exposure to this kind of music that was happening in Osho place at that time. So when I was also asked to play suddenly in White Robe, and the situation is so different. Now, how to
Yes.
use my instrument there? And at that time, there was no pickups or nothing, and I was really. But we also learned, we survived those times, and then quickly adapted and quickly sensed what is the best outcome in this scenario. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, and then in order to survive there, I mean, if you wanted to play music, you had to uh, like allow a lot of things to happen, you know. Like
Yes, yes,
when
yes,
I
yes.
just started the first time I came to Pune in '94, I was 19 years old, and I still was a lot with my conditioning and everything. And
Yeah.
it was a time when there were Russian songs being played every once in a while. There was this whole bunch of Georgian guys, and
Yes.
they like to bring the so-called Russian gypsy songs for the white
Yeah.
folk, and all Russians hated that because it was so inconvenient, like out of place, you know, for white
Yeah.
folk.
Yeah.
And then when I said I want to play music, they said, okay. I came to rehearsal. They said, okay, you can play. And the first thing I had to play for this Russian night, you know, this upbeat guitar lick. And I was like really in hell. But I wanted to play, hating this music so much. I could see, so I was kind of watching the distance between my personal liking and the music that is working for people. I could see it works for the crowd, you know, people enjoy. But
Yeah.
so it turned into process of watching myself being like a Arjuna in the hands of God on the Kurukshetra field.
That was a pretty heavy, heavy symbolic
Yes.
thing you said. Very true,
Yeah.
very true. And the music and whatever musicians were doing in those scene was, it was so aptly representing their spiritual journeys also,
Mhm.
because the same thing we were doing in spiritual, when we were doing dynamic, we were doing
Yeah.
other meditation or therapies or some so on and so forth. So the same kind of blending, the same kind of finding the place again in with awareness or consciousness or in a different light. So it was all, it's very symbolic, where whichever field of life we were in that place was reflecting of the same things happening
Yes.
spiritually. So
Yes.
now please sing something for us, anything that you want to, your first song. I'm looking forward to listen.
So we will change our sound for a little bit, and
Okay.
we hope that it will be good. I think, I hope really. It's first time that we're in Instagram to see alive.
But Ravi, it's echoing a bit. If you can see,
EQing, it's getting too much.
reverb, like
Okay,
a
okay.
bit.
Like this. Okay,
Yes, yes, okay.
it's okay.
Yeah.
This is the right moment to feel the earth and touch the sky. This is the right moment to see the beauty of the butterfly. This is the right moment to see the dreams and let them go. This is the right moment to drop the past and let them go. Sound of the bamboo, sound of the falling leaves, rays of the sunrise, gentle breeze through the trees. I close my eyes to look at my inner sky. Only the heartbeat, only the silence inside.
This is the right moment. This is the right moment. This is the right moment.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank
It's
you.
as if I drank something divine. So beautiful. I
Thank
want
you,
to
Manish.
ask you, yeah, I want to ask how beautifully you blend your vocals together and how quickly and spontaneously your harmonies go together is another thing to appreciate here for me, especially when I listen to these songs. The way you beautifully blend with harmonies and layers that you give, because the songs are so simple in itself musically, but the
Mm.
harmonies and the expressions that you give and the pauses that adds the beauty to it, the real beauty. So beautiful.
So this is the miracle.
Yes,
I
yes.
think dynamic meditation gave me this present to meet this guy. Yeah, really. I was jumping for 8 months every day, and we organized in Moscow some event. It was we wanted some places, several places where dynamic happened. So we organized a big event, morning event. First
Uh-huh.
was dynamic meditation, and second, I didn't know Ravi, but they knew him. Some guys. They invited him with Hush and Sharma, and they played some satsang, like
Uh-huh.
music, then songs, and then we watch Osha. So it was like an evening meeting, but in the morning. And then I sang several not song but several. I didn't have time enough. I wanted to sing with another guy some several songs from the world of Russia, but we didn't have time, so we sang I think maybe 1 minute. And then Ravi heard my voice, and I was angry actually. I prepared everything, equipment and microphones and everything, and I wanted to share, to sing something. But he sang 1 hour, I sang 1 minute. but but Ravi met me, and I met Ravi, and we started to sing. And when we sang one time, like the first time, it was immediately like this. I don't know. It
Connection,
was
connection.
connection.
Yes, I mean the quality of the voices, it's magically somehow matching together. That's one thing.
Yes.
Another thing, of course, it's practice. And this particular
Mm-hmm.
song took some time. It was not in instant, you know. So we
Mm, definitely,
practiced.
I could see that.
Yeah, and we recorded it already. So when you
Mm-hmm.
record, I mean, you must know,
Mm-hmm.
we have to play it many times and try
Mm-hmm.
different things, and
Yeah, definitely.
then we listen to a lot of music and learn, and we love country music, American
Mm-hmm.
alternative country, modern style, and
Mm-hmm.
it's quite beautiful. It's also very simple and mostly very simple, harmoniously. I mean, from the harmony side, and there is nothing, no odd chords or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they also use a lot of harmonies, and sometimes that's the most kind of magical part of it. Simple words, simple chords, but somehow magic is inside, you know. So and we are
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
inspired by that, you know.
Yeah, and
Simply.
practice, and really practice. We
Mm.
practice a lot, and we say our students like, please make your practice more, like more.
That, yeah.
Give time. So we
Mm.
are not lazy in it. We're working a lot on one song. We could I don't know how many times.
Mm.
And then we both love to sing. That's the key, another key.
Yeah.
Also. And
Definitely.
you know, and then we do also we tell our students all the time to be aware and register what is happening with your voice. So music is really meditation, and in many points Osho says, I mean, in Darshan Diaries, some musician asks, what kind of meditation should I do? And he says, you playing music, that's enough, you know. So, and sometimes it's a good excuse to be lazy, But
Yeah.
but actually music is such a complex phenomenon, especially when you play
Yes.
instrument and you sing, you
Yeah, yeah.
know. So this is such a very complex. There are hardly any human activities as complex as playing and singing at the same time
Yes.
with
Yes.
people. You know, that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
musicians very smart, not very rich, but very smart, right?
That's okay, Ravi. That's okay. You can't get everything maybe at all times.
Yeah, we get by being very smart.
Yes, I can see that. And I, like you said that you are teaching also to a lot of students in, so you do online classes or you in like you really teach them
Hmm.
in
Yes,
your,
we have an online course, and we have
uh-huh.
several courses already. We
Mm,
finish in recording our new course, and
mm.
we are advertising it in Russia, but not only in Russia. Now we have students in Australia, not in India. We don't have yet.
Are you back?
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
yes, yeah, it's okay.
Mm.
Yeah, so we have a school, like an online school now.
And
So this
offline
means,
too.
Yeah.
yeah, so this means anybody across the world can simply join your classes. It doesn't need to be specifically a Russian knowing uh, student.
Well,
Now, yeah, now it's in Russian. Now it's in
Okay.
Russian. So yes, if you know English, Russian, or no English, Russian language, so
Mhm.
yes. But if not, we're starting to make this course in English also, because we have a
Yeah.
lot of friends. Yes, and
yeah, we were 2 seasons. We were at Osho Afros in Greece, and
Mhm.
it's a very beautiful place, and it's really it's hard to find words to describe how great
Mm.
the place is. And
Yeah.
there are many people from all over the world, and we were lucky enough to lead a couple of workshops there, singing
Mhm.
workshops. And at first we were kind of a little bit doubtful if our method that we developed will work on people from outside Russia, but then we
Mhm.
could see that it's actually working. The very simple approach that we developed, which
Mhm.
we think it's our special thing that we came up with, but of course it's combination of
meditation.
meditation and awareness and singing and humming, so, and it works for people from other countries. So the next course that we are finishing now, we have plans to try to offer it to people from all over the world, because
Beautiful.
you don't
Yeah,
need language to use these
Yes.
exercises.
yeah,
Yes, true. Yes, true.
yeah,
Very true. Very. That's what I asked. That it should be now
yeah,
open because a lot of people around when you go to festivals and other places, then people see you singing and many people might want to learn
yeah,
also, or
Yeah.
yeah,
at
yeah,
least take it as a meditation, which exactly you are doing. So
yeah,
this is perfect for anybody. You can
yeah.
like advertise on all platforms in
Hmm.
English and other, and so that more and more people can be benefited from your
Yes,
experience. That's beautiful.
yeah,
So shall we sing another song?
yes.
Any
Yeah.
song that you would like? Maybe I can join.
Yeah, we with pleasure. We were happy to play together. So the first song is
Let's do the.
Ishq.
No, okay, let's do
Or
Ishq Wala,
yeah, we have yeah.
the Indian song.
Huh?
We wanna sing the song with Urdu words.
Uh-huh.
You might know this one.
Maybe I can guess. Maybe you have to give me some hints.
Yeah, we searched when we were at the festival, when we met at the festival last year. Then you showed us this song, and I remembered this song because it was written in Pune, and I heard it there. Mere Hamdam, Mere Dost.
Uh-huh.
Maybe
Yes,
you'll
yes, yes.
translate it for people who doesn't know what is this.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yes, but I think it's Osho talked about it. I think it was in No Mind, the Flowers of Eternity. I read it there, and he explained it's a poetic expression of you are the heartbeat of mine, and you're my friend, and you are my song, and you're my companion, Hamsafar. And it's good because Hamsafar, I learned this word actually from the band that Joshua was in. It was Sanya's band with Joshua, and Nadama was there, Chintan, Rishi, and Dinesh. They were touring in the 90s, and they recorded quite great album called Like Prince. I listened a lot to that, and the band was called Hamsafar. So
You can translate this in Russian too, Lalitya, maybe just a line or two, so that your friends in Russian can also understand a bit.
just the lyrics.
Just the
Yeah, so
lyrics.
мы будем петь на индийском,
Na Urdu.
на урду.
Yeah, because in India there are more than 50 languages, right? And,
Yeah, Hindi, Urdu, same.
Yes,
So, you say, I translate.
You are my heartbeat.
Ты мое сердцебиение.
My friend.
Ты мой друг.
Meet, it's a friend.
Also friend, also friend.
Yeah,
meet.
Because miten is friend, right?
Yes, good way to understand.
Ты мой еще раз друг. И ты моя песня, Хамсафар.
Это Хамсафар, тот, кто с тобой рядом, мой спутник.
Да, ты мой спутник. Вот. И в конце это Оша, то есть это наш мастер, которому мы поем эту песню. So it's премьера. In English, premiera means premiere. Let's check the sound. Is it good? Hey,
yes, dear. Go for it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Again, you chose such beautiful harmonies for this song. Very unexpected in many places.
Yeah,
Beauty. Yes, good, good, good.
yeah, we worked a
Good.
lot on this together.
Ah, I could see that.
We should record it, Manish.
We should record it. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. I
It's
hope
a
there's no copyright issue about it. Just
ah,
need to
Ah,
check.
ah.
Otherwise, we can do it.
oh yeah,
Definitely.
might be a copyright issue. That's right.
Hmm. If it is okay, if we can research on it, and if it is not the issue,
Yes.
we can do it. Definitely.
Okay, okay.
Yes, 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 yes. So, how is
So
life treating you, both of you, these days?
Well, like we said, this online
Uh-huh.
school is a big thing. We were already teaching singing or giving sessions actually to be true. So it was not exactly with
Uh-huh.
singing that we teach. It's mostly we are helping people who have kind of psychological difficulties with singing. It's
Wow.
it's very often connected one with the other. Like when
Hmm.
somebody says, "I cannot sing," or "I don't have a voice," or "I don't have an
Hmm.
ear," usually it has
Hmm.
psychological reasons. And many
Hmm.
times we would just offer a session, and after one session, person says already, "Wow, I can sing again, or at least start singing."
Hmm.
So we started from that, and last year we met a bunch of people, a couple who were already quite fluent with online business, and they set up this machine that brought us over 500 students, and so we learned a lot from them. Now we are on our own, and all the
Hmm.
time that we have is actually goes into this setting up the business and connecting with people who learn singing from us. Actually, they learn meditation, awareness, and being there, being attentive to the body, to the voice, and just loving to oneself. And
Beautiful.
it's really great. It feels really good.
yes, and sometimes it's like unbelievable that what is going on. Just today we had this class, and maybe
Hmm.
around 30 people came, and they shared that oh, I feel so relaxed after one hour, and we just were singing a melody, not without
Hmm.
any lyrics. We just share our music, and we give opportunity people just to sing anything.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just spread our
Yeah.
a little bit like
This is totally aligned with your life purpose. And as I see it, totally aligned with your life purpose because we go into our core mission at some point in our life. And when although in the beginning we might know what we are doing, but slowly, 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 when it starts to unfold and we understand what exactly happened and why we went into this direction and met these people and who helped us
Yes.
on the way, and then we are sharing the same thing in a more refined way to many people who are exactly benefiting from exactly what we have come in this lifetime. It's so miraculous.
yes,
Yeah,
So,
of course, it's very interesting. I mean, what one should do, to be so in tune with their own trajectory that's kind of meant for you, meant for you, no? So, like people say, I was born to be, I don't know, a doctor, or I was born to be a physician, or I don't know, astronaut. And like musicians often complain that, like especially last year, you had gave a lot of reasons to musicians to
yeah,
complain, because if you want to play on stage and just get out this music and there is no stage for you left, I mean, it's quite crazy. And online does not give the same. I mean, everybody,
yeah,
anyone,
definitely.
anyone who's been on stage and played on stage knows that you can't compare it with even singing for thousands of people over a computer screen.
Yes, very true.
Yeah, so and for us it's like unbelievable that it's so gratifying, to be doing what we're doing. Because also we were just recording yesterday an exercise that is 15 minutes long for people to put it on and listen to it. Because there are many
Mm.
exercises for singing, but they are so utterly boring. Like
yeah, like me
Mm.
me mamu,
yeah, like,
me me mamu. I hate this.
yeah, there's tons of stuff on iTunes or
Mm.
Spotify that you can learn singing, and there's just one very simple, poor piano from
Yeah,
computer playing
yeah, like la
scales.
la la la
Yeah,
la.
like this. That's it. So you
Mm.
do this, you do this intervals, So we decided we want to make something lush, you know, like something that you listen to, you think, wow.
Yeah, yesterday we made Enigma style. Yeah, like really Enigma style with some special sounds.
Yeah, with arpeggiator, synthetic sound
Beautiful.
synthesizers, and it's so, you know, so nice, even so inspiring to sing to it for ourselves. You know, we
Yeah.
and it's just so great. And we're just speaking like when we record music, it doesn't reach so many people, but when we do these exercises, somehow it helps more. You know, because people are
Yeah.
not passive anymore. They receive more for some reason.
Yeah, they could dance. They could dance. They could sing. They could dream. They could just and we also made a video with this. So we have exercise. We put some pictures or some video. So we made like a film, like a movie. For 15 minutes, you watch sunrise, the sun goes down, or it's like water, some earth, some help me please, ocean.
Yeah, like very spectacular scenes from the world, and so you can just watch it, you know, sing to it, and there is explanation of what to do, instructions. So we think it will work really great. Let's see.
I think it will, because you are engaging the listeners or the students
Yes.
in audio visual both ways, so that they are focused on and they're learning in a delicious way. They are not, it's a boring thing to just doing some exercises. And for them, maybe because they are not musicians as such, if they were musicians, they could do any kind of things they want to for their own benefit, but they are not exactly musicians. To make them exercise vocal, I mean, do all these things, you need to be creative also, because you have to kind of give them certain juice, certain energy, certain
stimulate them. We thought yesterday that we want to stimulate you.
I'm so stimulated now. We should do another song. Another song.
Okay.
So which key did we do?
So we mantra. Now it's Sufi style, yeah. So it's A minor, yeah. So this is the mantra. This is the Sufi mantra.
It's a zikr, like a zikr, very common.
Very common.
Yeah,
for everyone.
In the Muslim world, Ishkala Mabudala, which means love is God and the beloved is God. Ishq is love and Mabud is beloved. And La ilaha illallah, which means there is no God except God. And it's very, for me, very dear thing, because in the beginning of meeting World of Osho, I met Zahira, and I did a lot of, it's a German sannyasin who was traveling, giving Sufi stuff, Sufi exercises. And in Russia, there are many people who went to her groups and camps. And I wrote this melody, I don't know, like 30 years ago.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Ishkala Mabudala La ilaha illallah. 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 Ishkalam Abudala La ilaha illallah Ishkalam Abudala La ilaha illallah Ishkalam Abudala La ilaha illallah Ishkalam Abudala La ilaha
Beautiful.
Wow, it's
So
magical
nice.
again. Yeah? You are
Yeah.
in India, in Pune. Yeah? And
Yes.
play together live. It's wow,
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. It brings me memories of our music together, and especially my Moscow stay is with me forever. I loved Moscow. I love Moscow.
Yeah, that was really fortunate altogether, yeah? How everything
Yes.
came about was really great.
Yeah.
It was a good moment for all of
Good
us.
moment for all
Yeah.
of us. Somehow it happened, and we all were together and spending that time. It was beautiful. Really
Yes.
beautiful. Really
Yes.
beautiful. So I don't have any questions. We are just talking. We are just. I have to find another thing to talk
Yeah.
because we are so together in our friendship also that we don't need any of these things. We can simply go on talking. Like
So
we did when we. Sorry, yes, please speak,
yeah,
Lalitya.
let's sing another one song. What song was
Yes,
it? Yeah,
yeah,
We
sure.
because
can do
music
another
when I
one.
went Nega silence.
Yes, but before we do, I just want to say that I want to
Huh.
encourage everybody who's not singing to sing, because like playing instruments requires much more time and needs you certainly need a little bit of talent
Yeah,
and more kind of willpower. But
yeah,
singing is intrinsic gift that is given to everyone who's born with a voice,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone is born with a voice of some kind, should be singing, because singing makes you healthy, and it's vibrations that we provide for ourselves. Like no instrument
Yes.
on outside can give the vibrations that our
Yes.
body needs, and we
Yes.
recognize it and realize it, how important it is to sing. So that's why the latest course we call the fitness for voice, because it's like it has to be part of everyone's routine, once a week.
Yes.
That's why India is so great with the kirtan tradition and like really singing. And that's why we have so much work in Russia, because we, like in Soviet Union, the singing was used for ideological purposes, and there was hardly any space for like emotional expression or also spiritual expression. Even in church, we look at the American movies, how the black people jump in the churches singing, and we think, my God, this is a fun church,
Yeah.
Yes.
And here, even you can't just go and sing in church. You have to. It's not allowed. You have to be really
You
good.
can go in church, but
you can't sing.
You can sing. Yes. I wanted to sing some one time in church, but I didn't know notes. Notes?
Yeah, the notes. Because it has to be very particular. It's not so easy to sing. It's quite advanced.
But when I came in, I was in German, and my father lived in in Germany somewhere. So he played in Protestant church. Yes, he was an organic player. So I went there. They gave me a Bible and said, "Okay, sing like what you want."
Yeah, nobody takes you don't need an exam, And in Soviet Union, it's all for everything. You needed an exam, So this is what we have to, what we kind of try to get rid of for people, So you don't need a permission to sing, or
And I wonder what I want to add to you, that what I realized and realize more and more, that the singing and playing music, it's very helpful for our brain. What we should realize, that if we sing now, we are having fun, but we can make our future better, because our brain will stay more healthy.
Yeah, young and alive and working and actually developing. And that's why also in Pune one there was so much singing. I wasn't there, but I know that there was a Sufi singing every night. And then in Pune too, there was quite a lot of singing. Twice a week there was a music group, and there was there was a Sanya celebration with lots of singing. I mean, I just loved Sanya celebration, and I always went there and sang a lot. And the memories of playing in the band also for 3 hours with hundreds of people taking sannyas, it was really magical. I will never forget it. It's like so great. So we try to also recreate it for people to sing. They don't need to be connected with Osho, to be connected with themselves.
Yes.
So we try to create a space for singing for anyone, who even they don't even think about spirituality, but they get connected with themselves, and they say like, wow, this is really soothing, or like calming, or harmonizing. So we encourage everybody to sing.
Yes. So if you see, we can talk about this many times. So let's sing. Yeah. How?
Yes.
This is the song. And it has two languages, English and Russian. Maybe we will sing in Russian and in English also, yeah? It is D major.
D major.
Yeah.
distance.
Every drop of rain,
In every ray of sunrise,
silence,
в свете полной луны. Танцуем, поем, этим светом полны. Ночью и днем стук ветвей раки и прикосновение очага.
каждой каплей росы,
В каждом солнце луче.
Can you imagine what's happening? So India and Russia together playing at one time. It's amazing.
Amazing. Can we do one small song immediately? Any song you want, just spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Looking at the stars.
Okay.
Yeah, we were, like I said, in,
Looking at the stars. Oh, maybe I'll look at
look at the sky.
Да.
Okay. Okay. Another one. This one actually I wrote.
D major. No, D. C major.
I played it in Pune. I wrote it there also. It was really special night when we sang it.
Beautiful.
Look at the sky tonight, it's full of stars. They shine, they glow. And take a look at beautiful eyes. They with us and so. Look at the stars tonight, they fly. Look at the sky tonight, it's full of stars. They shine and they glow. Then take a look at beautiful eyes with us. And so darkness and light, now silence and sound, the taste of the night, rest on the tip of the tongue, and yes, it is sweet. Look at the sky tonight, it's full of stars. They shine, they glow. Then take a look at beautiful eyes with us. And so darkness and light, now silence and sound, need the taste of the night, rest on the tip of the tongue, and yes, it is sweet. Yeah.
Great, so beautiful.
In Bluebells, I wrote it in the Bluebells house.
Bluebells. I remember that. Yes, yes.
Sargiano lived there.
Yes, many.
Many lived there. Yeah.
It was an Italian nest, I would say. Many Italians were there. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, the feelings like after some concerts. Yes,
Yeah.
more concerts.
Yeah. Arbata Street, where we played?
Yeah.
Yes, Arbat Street.
Arbat Street.
Yeah.
We were there today, had the coffee right next to the building.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that place is closed now.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
not
Saraswati.
survived.
Saraswati
is
is
closed,
gone. Yeah.
Many
Okay, okay.
places are closed now. Unfortunately, this crisis is
Because of pandemic.
not so
Mm.
good for many
And
places.
it's also very, very cold, no, this time of the year in
Yes, yes, but very snowy. So it's for us, it's like a celebration. Every day
mm,
there is snow, so we have
uh,
some white color. It's
uh,
good. Yes, it's
yes,
very
yes.
cold, but it's good.
Uh,
Yeah, but
Great.
we were very happy if we can go to India next year. Yeah, really.
Most welcome. You must, you come just
Yes, we
anytime.
should.
It
Yeah,
will be
yes.
beautiful. Yes,
Yes, and
yes,
we're happy
yes.
that we have you, Manish, there.
Yes,
You are our very, very, very
Dear friend.
dear friend, really.
yes, same here, same here, same here.
Yes,
So,
thank you very much for this meeting.
yes, thank you to you, to both of you, because you are also very close to my heart, and we spent really quality time together,
Yes,
That's right.
musically, friendship, and also
yeah.
we talked so many things. We were like
Have
all the time
things.
talking.
Yeah, we still discuss it, Manish. We still discuss the talks that we had because that was quite important for both of us.
Yeah, and yes, and you made this.
You made your points
yeah.
clear.
I stimulated you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you did.
You did.
Okay.
That's right.
So, my dear friends, please take care, stay well, stay
Yeah.
safe,
Yes, you too. You too.
and
And
we meet.
everyone who
Who was watching?
was watching and will
Yes,
watching.
And will watch.
yes. I will keep sharing this link so you can also further share it
Okay. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
let.
let's just say in the end that our band is called Satgita, which means the Song of Truth. And we have an English album, songs in English, and we have 2 albums in Russian, and it's available everywhere in the world in the streaming services. So we easy to find on YouTube too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah, and later you give me the link and I will post it later
Right.
on wherever I share. Later on we can do that also. Very
Yes.
nice. Yes, yes, yes. So great. Thank you so much, my dear. Enjoy the snow,
Yeah.
enjoy the cold,
Yes.
and
Thank you.
enjoy Red Square. Say my hello to Red Square.
Okay.
Yes,
my
we will. We
most-
will.
Yeah. Okay.
We will.
Okay, Manish. And you say hello to the
To Burning Gas
Earning guys,
and Popular Heights.
I like this
Popular
region.
Heights, German bakery,
German bakery, yes. And
Yeah.
Ragvilas. I miss the
Ragvilas.
Ragvilas.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I miss this. I really miss this.
Yes.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Surbala
Thank
is
you.
saying also giving you hugs and
Oh,
hellos.
yes, Bala.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
you, everyone.
Thank you. Okay, bye guys.
Bye
Good
bye.
night
Bye.
and take care. God bless
You
you all.
too.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.